What's up, gang? It's Keg from Nuke the House Sports Betting here to give you guys some free bets for today's EchoPark Automotive Grand Prix at Circuit of the Americas. First, Nuke the House is currently on the Odd Trapper Tales platform. We're selling weekly and monthly NASCAR packages, which include subscriber and game betting shows that'll get you set up for the upcoming NASCAR season. All wagers fully tracked on nukethehouse.com's platform. If you guys want to see what we did in 2024, obviously we only bet one unit risk. We don't do, you know, everything that these other people do out there in this space. I encourage everybody to go look at what we did in 2023 and 2024 when it comes to NASCAR. Look at the tracked picks and then decide from there whether or not we're a shop that's worth tailing. All right, let's get into it. So I previewed the field on Friday. Now we've made a bunch of bets for our premium subscribers already at this point. But after practice and qualifying, the odds change, the bets change sometimes. And now we're in a spot where it's after practice and qualifying. Odds have come back out. Looking at these odds, I'm going to give you my 4 favorite bets based on everything that I've seen since the odds have come out after practice and qualifying. So let's start with the top 5 market. Chase Elliott looked very good in practice. To be honest, Hendrick looked pretty good in practice and qualifying. It was surprising that Will Byron didn't show up like I thought he would. He qualified on the pole 2 of the last 3 races at COTA. Struggled a little bit, didn't qualify great. Alex Bowman also struggled a little bit in qualifying. And the 2 Hendrick cars that, if you looked at the results over the last few years, the 2 Hendrick cars that qualified best were Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson. Both could absolutely win the race tomorrow. They both had actually, I should say today, because you guys will see this on Sunday morning. Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson were both very good and have a phenomenal chance to top 5. Chase Elliott's one of the best road course guys in the sport. Has not really paid off in the next gen car when it comes to road courses, but again, he was coming off a very weird 2023, finally got back on track in 2024, and I expect really big things from him this year. I do think he will get an eventual road course win in 2025 because he's just too good at what he does. And at the current price, depending on where you shop, at plus 125 for him to hit the top 5, starting in row 2, starting third, I don't mind it. I do think as long as there is an insane volatility and he can stay clean, there's better than a 45% chance that he's going to top 5 this race. And at plus 125, you know, that basically lets you know whether or not there's value in that bet. And I think there is. So give me Chase Elliott top 5 at plus 125 to kick it off. Sticking with the top 5 market, Trackhouse was good, very good. Connor Zilic, much better than I thought he would be in practice in his first start at the cup level. Obviously, Van Gisbergen was strong, qualified in the top 5 or 6. Daniel Suarez, very good in practice. Didn't qualify. Oh, yeah, he did. He qualified in the top 5. So he did qualify well. He was good in practice. And Van Gisbergen qualified in the top 10. He's going to start 6th. All in all, Trackhouse was probably the best team in practice and qualifying if you combine both. And Ross Chastain has been very, very good here. If you look at his speed in 2022, 2023, and 2024, it was top notch. I think in the last 3 years, he's won a race. I think he's top five the race here. And I want to say he finished seventh in the third race. So Ross has been very good here. He can top five. Gun to my head, I think he probably does top five. At 2-1, I don't mind it. Now, granted, before practice and qualifying, you could have got him at 2-1 to hit the top 10. But this is where we're at right now because it's Sunday. So I don't mind him to top five at plus 200. If you can get either one of Elliott or Chastain to hit the top five, both can, one probably will, you're going to pick up money. So let's go with Ross Chastain, top five, behind a very strong Trackhouse showing in practice and qualifying yesterday. Number three, this is a scary one. Shane Van Gisbergen is phenomenal. He's a road course ringer. He's one of the best road course guys in the world. Came over from supercars where he absolutely lit that half of the world on fire. Finally came over to NASCAR, came over to Cup. He's been very strong, just like you would expect on road courses. However, you know who else is pretty good in the NASCAR Cup Series? Kyle Larson, right? And when I say good, I mean the best in the world. That's what I mean. He is the best stock car driver in the world. And he's starting third. He looked very good in practice. And if you're going to give me plus 150 heads up in a coin flip against Shane Van Gisbergen, as scary as that may be, I'm going to take it. You can currently bet that at Bet365. So give me Kyle Larson plus 150 over Shane Van Gisbergen. Scary bet, no doubt. But I'll take the best driver in the world. And I'll roll the dice. Finally, last bet for the props market for best bets. I'm going to take a flyer on a long shot here. The first Ford to qualify in the top 10 was Todd Gilliland. He qualified ninth. The next Ford to qualify in the top 10, I think, was 18th. Todd Gilliland is not phenomenal at road courses by any means. However, he does have 3 top 11 finishes in the next gen car on road courses. He's even finished in the top 5 before. If you're going to give me 15-1, when I take a look, Chris Buescher didn't look great, who should be your odds-on favorite to be top Ford. Cindric struggled. Don't know what you're going to get out of Blaney and Logano. As we go down the list, 15-1 at Hard Rock for Gilliland to be the top Ford, I really don't mind it, man. So give me a small half unit shot for the free bets for Todd Gilliland top Ford at 15-1 at Hard Rock. All right, boys, that's it. We will see you guys next week for the NASCAR Cup Series at Phoenix Raceway. You guys could come and hang out with us tomorrow at nukethehouse.com. I'm sorry, not nukethehouse.com, Nuke the House YouTube. We will be live for the race. We'll be trying to find an in-race winner. If one of the guys that were already on does not look good, we will be hopping on somebody in the in-game market. Come hang out with the boys tomorrow, me, the crew, Nuke the House YouTube. Aside from that, we will see you guys back here next week. Later.